Welcome to part 2 of our video on entry types. In part 1, we created a few entry types and we have 6 that we could use. In this video, I'll show you some most common uses of the entry types in the system. So starting on the cash side in the banking workspace, we'll first use a cash transactions module and we'll book, let's say, a bank fee. So I'll just add the plus button to create a new cash entry. I will select the cash account here. Just use the checking account. This is going to be the transaction date for that bank fee as I see it on the bank statement. In the entry type, I will have to select a appropriate entry type. So I do have a bank fee here, and this one already has an offset GL account set up. So I will select the bank fee. The document reference number will be transaction number as I see it on my bank statement. Just going to call this bank fee. And in the description, we can put anything we'd like. I just, again, put just a bank fee here. Description is a bank fees that comes from the description of the entry type. And you can see that offset account, my bank service charges is already here. All I have to do is just put the dollar amount. So let's say that we got charged $10, right, as a bank fee for the account maintenance. There we go. All we have to do is to remove hold and release this transaction. All right, very good. If I go to the financial workspace and look at the batch number, I can open up and take a look at the journal entry. And what you can see here is that the system credited our bank account and debited the expense for the bank service charges. So this is a direct entry without using basically bank as a vendor and going through the whole process of creating a bill and payment. The second option is the fund transfer. So let's say that we're creating a fund transfer between two of our accounts, and we'll just select the checking account here. Here's my balance, document reference number, and let's say that we're transferring $5,000 here. And my destination account will be the merchant account here, or even better, the savings account here. There we go. And then on the bottom here, you see that we have an option to add an additional line. And if I hit this plus button, I can select an entry type. So if the bank charged me for this transfer, I can select the originator account or the account that got charged with that transfer fee. In this case, could be the source account. So I'm going to select the source account as an account that got charged the fee. And then in the entry type, again, I can use my trusted bank fee here. And let's say that we got charged again, I don't know, $15, right? My offset account is here. The same goes for the sub account. And then all I have to do is to just post this transaction into the system. There we go. If we open up the journal entry, what you will notice is that there is a transaction. This is basically the transfer for $5,000. So when we do our bank reconciliation, we will see that and the system will be able to match it for us. And also simultaneously, we have this $15 service charge by our bank. So that one is also recognized here as a separate transaction, but on the same document in the same journal entry. And again, when we do our reconciliation, we'll be able to reconcile this. So these are two most common uses in the banking workspace. In part 3 of the videos, we'll take a look how to use entry types in customer and vendor payments. I'll see you there.